with me again, Facebook? I don't want comments there. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get this to work correctly. Always my fun challenge. Looks like it is. Okay. I see there's 4 people on already. Am I too high or too low? I think it's a little too high. Let's put it a little bit lower. Okay. All right. I see there's 6 of you on. Hello, Carrie. And don't worry if you see a man coming up from behind me. It's just Nick. He's working on his space. He's up on the stage. He's our vendor, good to go. Hello, Miss Marcel. Hey, Linda. I did a video of his booth last night and 3 of our other vendors. So he's in here right now. He hasn't been in a bit, so he's restocking and straightening up there. So more things for when I do the video the next time. Hello, Kathy. Let's give it another minute. Just need a fresh pot of coffee. We got 10 of you on, so 11. I'm going to dive in. I'm sure Don will be popping in soon with his comments. He had a very nice birthday. I'm stuck on it. Let me stuck on it. Okay. All right, I'm free. All right, we're going to start. This is from our vendor Vintage Crush. It's a vintage covered candy dish, sugar bowl. I remember this was, I think, an A&P giveaway and had the matching picture. I remember my aunt getting each piece each week, and this is just $5.60. Hello, Dina, John, Deborah Pock, the John Pox. We got everybody on. So it's just $5.60 for the 1970s, I want to say, covered dish. You can use it for candy, sugar bowl. It's a nice size, and that's just $5.60, and that is from Vintage Crush. So again, I just say sold and the item. There is a slight delay, and we will allow the majority rule. So if it looks like if a couple people win, then we all, hey Gerard, then it's all by what everybody else says. So we go by majority rules on this. And remember to say sold and which item. And if you're watching this after the fact, the replay, I have a lot of you watching these on YouTube now as well. If you're watching the replay, do not comment. I need you to direct message us. For our friends on YouTube, you know the drill, call up the shop or send me an email, because I know you all don't do Facebook and Instagram. So you got it, Miss Pock. So it was fun this past Friday. I had a couple of ladies call up from a couple different places in the country for 2 of my different YouTube videos to buy things. One is from Wyoming, and the other one's from Iowa. So we're starting to get around the whole country. It's a lot of fun to see where the stuff is shipping to. So we ship everywhere. It's the actual postage cost. We don't charge any handling fees, and Don packs superbly so that things will get to you in tip-top shape. I have from Betty's Treasures, who's down in Florida. Although today, I don't think the weather is much better down there. Today is just a gorgeous day. We were lucky today. This is the Longer Burger 1999 Hope Basket, and this is $23.20, and it's signed on the bottom. This one has the wood lid. It has the little glass pendant. It has the fabric liner and the plastic liner, and it has paperwork inside of it. Hello, Cynthia. So that one is $23.20. It's very cute. Horizon of Hope. Just a sweet little basket. I thought, how cute would that be for Easter time? Now, I saw these. A gentleman actually had me take these out of the case. These just came in today from our Burning Sensation Antiques. I had already pulled all their stuff, but I'm like, for this price, you can't go wrong. So it's the old clamshell case, and inside we have these spectacular old spectacles. And it's just $12 for the Harrington Optometrist Spectacles. Very dainty little set, and they are $12. You can see I have the wire on them, and they have an interesting shaped lens. So the gentleman, hey Christina, the gentleman actually wanted them for himself, but they were not quite as big as his head, so he passed on them. But they're just $12, and they do have this really nice little case with them. So, all right. I got a couple of my box people on now. Get ready. Get your fingers ready. I have a spectacular deal from Redreamable. It has like this straw inlay. There's a couple little cosmetic issues on it. $1. $1 box. It's footed. It's all wood. It's old. $1. $1 firm for the wood box. So you got it, Miss Lloyd. I mean, that's going to be whoever had the quickest fingers on that one. I have Miss Lloyd for the box first. And then I show Marcia and Pac, but I have Christina Lloyd for the box. So if everybody can just kind of confirm with me if that's what they're seeing as well. I got another thumbs up for the like on that one. That is going to be it for what boxes tonight. Alrighty. I grabbed this also from Redreamable because I just thought it was so pretty and unusual. It is a slag glass basket with a silver handle for $12. It's 6 inches high. Thank you, Miss Rostello. It's just so cute and pretty, and it's $12. And it's kind of got the light comes through. It's just pretty and unusual. I know I have a lot of people that love their slag glass and their stained glass, and we always have the window hangers and stuff. This is just such an unusual little piece, a little blue basket. And that's just $12. All right, we got Christina Lloyd is the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. We have this cute little ruffle top Fenton hobnail vase. It's a little dainty guy. And this is from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse. And I'm right with the math, okay. $6.30. It is milk glass. It is hobnail. It's got the ruffled rim. It's a dainty little guy. I have Miss Lloyd for the glass basket as well. So just $6.30 on the little milk glass Fenton vase here. Okay. All right. Now these are from stuck. This is from our vendor, Pickin' Wildflowers. They do have little, I don't know who made them. There's like a brand back here. They're little resin, solid little egg dudes. One's a chick and one is a rabbit. And they are they're 2 3/4 inches tall, and they're just $3.20 each. I feel like I'm doing the police lineup. Can you please quack or chirp, whatever it is you guys do. So they're just $3.20 each. They're cute little Easter decorations. They kind of look like Jim Shore to me, and they might have been part of a set. But that's what they look like. They look like they're the Jim Shore design on there, and they have some kind of, yeah, that's Jim Shore. That's a little JS on their butt. So they have Jim Shore tattoos on their butt. Which if Betty was here, she would buy them. She loves Jim Shore. Now we have this, it's newer, it's very cool. It's just, it's also from Pickin' Wildflowers. It's 16 inches long, $6.40, ceramic olive dish or whatever else you want to put in there. It's got that like Italian, Mediterranean design on it. Like it looks like it would have been, it could be the, I have a chicks, you said chicks, one's a bunny, so you want both of them, Dina? I gotta see, I have Dina, Missy Bo first. I need to find out if she wants both of them. If you want the bunny and the chick. So I've got those sold. So this you can put olives or the long breadsticks or whatever you want in there. So both of those. Okay, I've had both of the little guys for Missy Bo. If anybody sees anything different, let me know. Again, majority on that. So very cool. Great for the Super Bowl Sunday if you want to throw some olives in there. Pickles, whatever. Nice piece. There's no chips or damage on it. Works great. So if anybody's having Super Bowl Sunday parties, you know you got to put out a lot of snacks. Okay. All right. So we have Missy I have Missy for both the chick and the bunny from the Jim Shore collection. I grabbed this from Belmont Farmhouse. It does have some cosmetic issues, a little bit of rust and some mild dings and dents. I grabbed this little, and there's a big dent back here, this little picnic basket because of the size. I'm used to seeing these much larger, and a lot of people use these for sewing tins and everything else. This is the black tin handle. This is $8.40, and it has all the roses on it. And like I said, it does have a little bit of cosmetic issues, been dropped a few times. Not by me. Those dents were there. They were here when they came in. She's got as is on there. I didn't do it. So these were a lot of times, these were sold with cookies and crackers and stuff. And that you got it, Miss Lloyd. And then a lot of times they would be used as picnic baskets or lunch baskets back then. And now a lot of people use them for their sewing notions. So very cool. Very unusual size in this style. All right. I have Miss Christina Lloyd for the black tin with the roses. All right, guys, get ready. We got a little wrong gender on this. She's got it as a bull, but I'm in utter disbelief because bulls ain't got those. So we have this little stained glass cow with the horns, and it's $4. I have Miss Lloyd for the tin already. And his little stained glass cow bull for just $4. So I hold this tag away. I have Miss Pock for the cow. And yes, cows do get horns. Utterly unique. Yes, it is. Okay, I grabbed this book. I usually don't grab books, but I just love this book. 1954, first edition, Purebreds by Morgan Dennis. It's from Good to Go. It's just $4 for all the different dog breeds. And it has so much information. It has the history and identification characteristics of all pedigree dogs recorded by the American Kennel Club back in 1954. So there's in the front, it has the contents. It's split up by sporting dogs, hounds, working dogs. And then it has these wonderful photos with each dog and a brief write-up. So, and that's just $4. It's a really nice little book. It's great if you love dogs. It has my sister has the long-haired dachshund, Gracie. She was here. She's an awesome dog. So I didn't look up the miniature pinscher, but it's a really lovely book. So if you love dogs, or if you just want this book out because the cover is just darling. It's got the little Scotty dog in that, and it's just a beautiful book for just $4. I also found this up on the stage from Good to Go. It's a combination. It's very practical. It's a mini brass spittoon and ashtray for $14.40. I'm going to say it was just really an ash tune. There you go. I made a new thing, right? Combine the two, spittoon and your ashtray. So I can't talk. It's actually just an ashtray that looks like a spittoon, and that is $14.40. I just thought it was just so unusual and just such a cute little shape to it. We have from our Snowbird Betty's Treasures, Somerset Dairy Milk Bottle. It's a clear glass, 1 pint. It's embossed. It's just $7.20. It's very clean. It's a beautiful bottle, and it's local. It's older. It's not a brand new one. So it's a very sweet. You got it, Mr. Latow. I have Mr. Latow for the ash tune. A fun little piece right there. All right, Mr. Latow for this spittoon. All right, so Somerset Dairy Company, very nice bottle, clean. I had a lady last year, she got a bunch of these for her daughters. I think it was the wedding. And this is what they used to put the, like the milk out on the tables for the coffees and everything else. And they had the bigger, they put them, they got bigger ones to put the water out at the table. So they did like a nice little rustic barn theme kind of wedding. So this is just a really nice, clean, pretty one. I have a piece of Murano, and it is made in Italy. This is authentic Murano. It's just a glass flower. It's very pretty. This is from our Lazy Q Ranch, and this is $15.20 for the Murano glass flower. This is just decorative. There's no, it's not a vase or anything. It just kind of sits there, and Murano glass is always very hot. A lot of people mark things as Murano that actually are not. Murano is just an area in Italy, so we do know this is an authentic piece of Murano. And the end is very rough. A lot of times the Murano, the pontil and stuff, is not completely smooth. That's one of the giveaways for the better glass, the art glass. You can get that stuff in Home Goods and that. The stuff made in China, that the pontil is so smooth that you know that's not a real piece of art glass. I mean, they're still pretty, don't get me wrong, but don't get fooled. Don't be fooled by, when you go into a shop, if you're looking at the bottom of a piece of glass and it's just a perfectly smooth piece of glass, don't pay what it would be if it was a real old piece of glass. Make sure you're just not getting taken. Most of our vendors, and we do make sure that we identify things if they're repro, if they're newer. We try not to. If we catch something, if we see it, we check out and we make sure. You got it, Miss Kerna. We make sure that the stuff is not repro, so we will let you know if it ever is. Of course, not everybody's perfect, so sometimes it does slip through, but if a customer comes in and points something out to us, we will listen and we will verify. So I always try to make sure that we're not pulling one over on anybody. That's never our intent. It's not our vendor's intent. Now, I really don't want to take this apart. There's a whole bunch. Oh, I guess I can put this back together. Now, what's interesting about these are vintage, Low Country deal. This is their little carpet coasters. They're die cut from a little rug, will not mildew nor ravel in normal use. If you find loose or partial tufts along the edges, they should be cut off with sharp scissors. Pulling at them will cause a ravel. You don't ever want to cause a ravel. These coasters will not stick to a glass and will absorb the drip from a cold glass all evening. So not in the morning, just in the evening. Trays should be dry before each use. We hope you enjoy them. Now they're ducks, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ducks, and there's 4 different designs. They're very interesting, and it's just $5.60 for these 6 non-mildewing evening cold glass coasters. So you're gonna see that looks like a drake, and I can't quite see the other one. So you have a mallard, there's definitely a drake, and that is just $5.60. You need these for this Sunday, for the beer. They're very cute, very fun little pieces there. And those are from Lazy Q Ranch. Now I have a nice cup and saucer set from our CJ's Finds. This is a piece of Noritake, and it is made in Japan. It is Dresdelina, Dresdlina. So Dresdelina here is supposed to remind you of Dresden. Because keep in mind, Japan in the early 1920s, in the 30s, a lot of their porcelain, their Noritake, the Nippon, a lot of the stuff was done in the style of what was coming out of Europe. So this is done in like the style of Dresden. And it's just $8 for this lovely little cup and saucer from our CJ's Finds. Dainty. It's a very fine little porcelain. And that's just $8 for the Dresdelina. Sounds like a name in a soap opera. Now I also have from CJ's Finds, I have these are $2 each. So if you want any of these, you have to say sold and which one it is. I have a little tiny apothecary bottle of red coral. Again, these are just $2 each. I have snowflake obsidian, and they're in these little cute bottles, and they have a little cork on them. They're just little gemstone. We have tiger's eye, which has a really pretty little shine to it. And then we have yellow agate, however you say that one. So these are little bottles filled with these cute little portions of quartz gemstone kind of things, and little apothecary jars, $2 each. So we have snowflake obsidian, we have red coral, we have tiger's eye, and yellow agate. So both bottles with coral and obsidian. Okay, I have coral. That's funny. That's what's in my right hand. Thank you. Made that easy for me. All right. So on my left hand, I still have left the tiger's eye and the yellow, however you want, agate, a jade, whatever. So those are just $2 each. All right, we are done with stuff up on this table. Now I grabbed this from our vendor. I'm going to take another sip of coffee here. This is from our vendor, the Bronx Man Cave. I grabbed this. It's a very good deal. It is vintage. It's $11.25. And it is a 1-quart metal oil pour can. So your can fits in there. The size of it fits in there. It has all this great embossing on it. It's got all kinds of writing. The inside, it says fill to point. You got it. I got the box for the nice old oil can. And that's a good deal on that. And it's got some nice age to it. I've seen repros in these and they're very lightweight. And they don't have all the great embossing on them. This is a nice authentic. Okay. Oh wait, the small jar, which jar? I've got 2 jars left. You gotta be more specific. So it's not the oil can pourer. I have Tiger, what do I have? Tiger's Eye and Age 8. Oh, you want both jars? Okay. So I have both jars going to the pots. So we'll just leave that name there and put that on. All right. So I have nobody for the really cool old man cave. Hey, you can read the front of it. It says 1 quart liquid on it. And these are just great little display pieces. And this one I don't think was ever used. It's super clean inside. And that's just 11 1/4 because he is a 25% off vendor. Oh, you want the oil can too? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, here comes a really fantastic deal. Don said no to shipping on this one because it would be it'd be a nightmare. I have here for $12 with the little shelf, spice rack, and the bottles. And there's even a bunch of unused labels. So you can see it has the little holes to hang it. It can sit easily. 3, 6, we have 8 bottles in there. 8 for $12. Okay, there's a little bit of pitting on the lids, but you don't have to use these just for your spices. You can use these for whatever you want to put in there. And you can just turn them around if you put stuff in there with colors in them. And like I said, this comes with these extra labels, this adorable little wood shelf, and it's just $12, and this is from Vintage Crush. So that is a very good deal on that. Now I also have from Vintage Crush, she just recently marked this down. It's a 13-inch cobalt with bubbles vase and applied spiral ribbon. And this is $24. This is cobalt glass, and this ribbon is applied after. And it is not flash glass, that is in the glass. So like I said, that has been reduced lately from 35 to 30, and then you take that 20% off. So that is just $24 for the beautiful blue glass. And then actually we got a nice rough pontil on the bottom there too. If you ever get a chance to see blown glass being made, you absolutely should. I remember as a kid when we'd go and visit my cousin's grandparents over in Jamaica, Queen. They lived right by, well, they lived by the subways and stuff, but right below there was a glass blowing factory, and we used to just go over there and just watch them. It was really awesome. I have here a piece of Pyrex measuring cup. It's the number 508. It is green lettering, and it's just $7.20, and that's from Good to Go. No chips. It does have a little bit of light scratching on it, but that is green. That's not, you don't usually you find the red. And that is just $7.20 for the Pyrex green 1 cup with the spout glass measuring cup. I have from Pickin' Wildflowers, ceramic blue and white butter bell crock. It's 4 inches tall for $7.20. Mushroom, that's all there. It's not marked, but it's a nice piece of pottery with the cobalt blue. I can see it's cobalt because it's kind of got a slight bleed to it. So it's a nice, that's real cobalt stripes on there, and that's just $7.20 for that cute little piece of pottery. Oops, I don't know how to do that one in my head. Clear. I have from our vendor Belmont Farmhouse. She just brought this cutie in today. And there's have a good night, Nick. It's $11.20 and it is Japan. So this is 1950s, 1960s. There's a couple little rough spots on the umbrellas, but nothing major. Does have like normal vintage wear and tear to it. They're very cute. They're flirting with each other. You got the blue bow and the pink bow, and they're just sitting underneath this umbrella. And that is just $11.20 for the courting puppies under the umbrella from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse. It looks so cute on the book of dogs. And I got this from our vendor, Redreamable. She's just recently marked it down from 30 to 25 and then 20% off, so that becomes 20. It is a vintage brass eagle flag finial, 5 inches tall, 5 inches wide. So the flag finial, you can see how it's open. So you just to insert your flag, pull through there, and you have this sitting atop of your American flag. You have the mighty eagle. Yes, her bow has a bow. So if you ever saw Angry Birds, Peter Dinklage is the mighty eagle, and he's up on the mountaintop. That's his catchphrase. He just keeps going, the mighty eagle. And even if we didn't have Donnie, we'd still be watching all those kid movies because they're awesome. I grabbed this. This I showed last night during the YouTube video, and I just thought the price was fantastic on this gorgeous piece of, I want to say pressed glass. I do see some seams. And this is just $8 for this vintage clear glass, pretty shaped, unusual, like folded up napkin kind of compote. It's like instead of going flat with a cake plate, we kind of lifted the side. So I just thought that was pretty unusual, and it's just $8 for a nice piece of glass, unusual piece of glass. I got this guy. No, we do not sell tetanus shots here. You will be responsible for that yourself. You can put this guy either way. We have a rusted rooster. He's a metal cutout. You can go this way, or you can go with the more galvanized side. He's $2.40. I have the feeling he was hanging outside for a bit. He's a flat little eagle, and he's just $2.40 for the decorative rusted rooster. Here we go. Eagles. I'm stuck on eagles. Rusted rooster for $2.40. It's because I'm reading Don's comments about all his eagle and flags have a filial relationship, and this just throws me off my game. Okay, got another great piece of butter. This is a wooden butter mold from our vendor, Burning Sensation Antiques. This is the traditional wooden butter mold for $17.60. See how the two pieces are in here? This is a nice, beautiful primitive. So, no, she's not able to speak, and she's going to message me afterwards. Is our one vendor is in Facebook. She's on a timeout. So, yeah, right, same thing, right? So that's just $17.60 for this beautiful primitive butter pat, and it's an acorn and an oak leaf. So, kind of looks like a little butter churn. This is awesome. So you would do this on your butter. You just kind of put your butter in there and do that. These are quite collectible, and they're a must-have for your primitive decorating. You got it, Miss Rostello. That is a real nice one. Really nice shape too. No cracks or anything. All right. I have from our vendor, the Hip Chick. And this is a nice old piece of Mikasa Sarah brown pitcher. It's brown and white, and it is $4.20. She's a 30% off vendor. There's no chips or cracks on anything on it. It's a nice little Brady Bunch kitchen pitcher there for just $4.20. A couple of years ago, I had put up some of the avocado Pyrex and stuff, and one of my hashtags on Instagram was Brady Bunch. And Christopher Knight, who played Peter on the Brady Bunch, actually liked it. So I thought that was pretty cool. You got it, Mr. White. I have you for the Brady Bunch picture. So I was all excited because Peter liked our post. Now I have Miss Andover Junction. who's actually Dina, is down in Florida right now for a week doing the old Disney World tour with her kids. She stayed on 50% this month because she didn't, she wants to bring in all new stuff, but she, going on the trip and that, she stayed 50% through the rest of this month. So anything that you get from her has to be paid for during this month. This is a green, it's a glass bottle. It's just $2.50, but they painted it. You can see it was a clear bottle, and this was distributed by JMDA Fonseca, Azieta, Portugal. So that's just $2.50 for the Portuguese painted glass green bottle. So $2.50 from Andover Junction. Now I also grabbed a lot of things on my way when I was walking around today doing my check of everything and turning off lights. I came across these guys. Just thrilled with this. I'm going to take this wire off of it. I'm going to put string on this because I just don't want to scratch them. Okay. Let's make sure there's no damage. I always like to make sure I'm not showing you guys things that have any damage. No, that's just candle wax. This is a pair of little cherub frosted glass candle holders. They're the taper size for the pair. Oh, I have, okay, Miss Murata for the bottle. For the pair of the candle holders, $9.60. So they are just very nice, as you can see through the light coming through them. $9.60 for the little cherub candle holders, frosted. So let me get a tag there for Miss Murata. It's very pretty green. It's my favorite color green. Deep Kelly green. String by that so I can replace that wire. So I have those. And let me put this up so I don't trip on this and forget it. All right. Also from Andover Junction and half price right now. This looks like, I don't know who this is supposed to be. It's a clear bell. It's got a cameo of a lady on there. It's just $4. It's got a pretty sound. No marks or anything. And that's just $4 for the rest of this month. I have from Auntie's Attic a Fenton Amethyst basket. And this is $24 for the Fenton Amethyst glass basket. This is just a pretty color. As you can see, what I'm seeing on my screen, it's a little more rich purple than what's coming across. It's not quite so lilac-y. So that's $24 with the applied handle for the Fenton basket. I grabbed from our vendor. I'm going to come around because this is a tiny vintage Odo Rono ice melt glass bottle. Checks perspiration and stops body odor. It's this tiny little melt glass bottle jar for $8.40. I want to get the, there you go. You can see the writing on there. I just want to see what this, oh, the lid opens. It's open super easy. So that's $8.40 for this cute little jar of Odorodo. She's got it as Odorono, but it's actually Odorodo. So that's just $8.40 for that one. Another little piece of milk glass. This is from our vendor, Jazzy Junk. And this is the cute little top hat. This is just $4.80 for the top hat milk glass little vase. And that's just $4.80 from Jazzy Junk today. Now this is a light. You want to see the amethyst basket again? You got it. Come around so I can make sure I get that. I'm tripping on the chair. I made sure to move the garbage can tonight so I wasn't getting caught on that. So you can see the handles applied. And I do have, the measurements are on the tag. And that is quite shippable if you plan on coming up to see us, or if you plan on coming to see us, or if you want us to ship us that, we absolutely can. I have Kerry for the top hat. Okay, I have Made in Haiti, priced very well. This is from Redeemable. It's a sculpted pecan wood bowl made in Haiti for $9.60. You got it, Kathy. We can do that. We'll get that weighed and send that invoice out to you tomorrow. When I say we, Don does the packing. So, you got it. So this is really light. I thought this was going to be heavier, but it's a pretty cute little wooden dish, and that's $9.60 from Redeemable. And that's pecan wood. So keep all your pecans in there if you would. I have to look in the corners because I put, like I said, I did find a lot of little things that I can ship. I was, because Don, he's the one who has to pack stuff, so I try to be considerate and make sure I'm putting things up that he's going to be able to ship easily. I have a blue crackle glass pitcher. It's 8 inches tall. This is also from Auntie's Attic, and that's $12. It's like this pretty aqua blue. Let's see how that. So that's just $12, and that is crackle glass. You can see the crackling in that glass. Now you got to be careful with your crackle glass to look carefully at it, because sometimes we've had pieces that actually it was crackle crack glass. So you want to make sure there's no cracks as well within your glass, and you can hear it when you kind of do the tappity tap. It'll have that nice high pitched sound. If you're not, even on glass, if you're hearing that thud, check for a crack. So no issues with this guy. From Jazzy Junk, made in England, fine bone china, Elizabethan. It's almost like the Royal Dalton, but it's more pink. It's just a single, like I have Linda Dick for the crackle glass. Did you need that shipped, Linda? And if you do, can you just message me and make sure we have the correct address on file for you? Because I know you had moved a little while ago, so I just want to make sure that we have that for you. So again, we have this pretty pink, deep pink and mauve cup for just $4. It's a fancy little coffee cup, tea cup. And you have the governor of the first spot tea. You want to make sure you give out your best porcelain china there. Also from Jazzy Junk, I grabbed this because it's just so cute. It's a little vintage pitcher with cherries on it for $6.80. This is a little, it's actually deodorant. It's a deodorant jar. Odo Rodo. It's to get rid of, it was a little jar of deodorant. So this is the traditional ball-shaped glass jar with the applied handle. This guy's just $6.80. You got it, Miss Kathy. And so you've got the little ice lip. It's just adorable. Now, one of the things we've talked about, we've had people, how do you get like the glass, if it has like any, over the years, the hard water or the lime kind of stains it up. What we use is what we always see that people do use. You can use a couple things. People will do the vinegar and let that sit in there. Or you can also use the denture tablets, the Effordent, I think, whatever that one is. And you just kind of let that sit in there, and that gets rid of a lot of it. I see a lot of different suggestions in groups, Barkeeper's Friend, but you can just, if you want to let it just soak, vinegar or just the little denture tablets with the fizzy. And things like this with the little painted cherries on them, we don't want to put that through the dishwasher because you don't want to ruin the cherries. But you can absolutely let the inside soak up, so it's just so cute. I love that size. Okay, we have the looking glass. And the looking glass is 30% off now. She went off her 50% off sale and she's back to 30. So that can't be right. That's a weird price. Oh, my fat fingers here. I guess so. So this little guy is $5.95. It's just a little 1940 ceramic vase or pot. It has some paint loss on it. I don't know where it's got paint loss. It seems to be okay to me. It's just a little vase with this little flower, the little blue flower on it, and there's a red flower behind it. And that is just $5.95 for the vintage little, unusual little planter. I think what else you could put in there? Little paint brushes. Couldn't hold pens, a couple of pens. Just cute. This is also from The Looking Glass, and this is $6.30. This is one that does need a soak. This is a little vintage Listerine Lambert Pharmaceutical Company embossed glass bottle. It does have some rust and stuff in it. You got it, Miss Linda. I have you for the little planter as well. This one looks like somebody dug it up and it was sitting in the dirt for a bit, and it's got like some rusting color in the inside. Oops, I just took myself out of the video. That was good. And that's the kind of stuff that will come off. You can see this, the glass is older. It is embossed, and it does have, I thought I saw some bubbles in it before. I guess not. But, so that guy's just $6.30, and you just gotta, like I said, this will have to soak. A lot of people, before with Day of Dumps and stuff, a lot of people use their glass bottles. We were told how to hunt for bottles years ago by lady that used to have a booth down at the Scranberry Coop, and Joanne was her name, and she was vendor 80. Dawn, was she 80? She had all the bottles, and she told us how you dig up and find the most bottles, or wherever there were like trees and you could see like an old foundation. People that lived in those houses then, you'd have the dump, you just dug a hole and you put all your bottles and everything out there. Other people also use the bottles. If you're redoing an old home, you might find up in between the walls and the floorboards bottles because they use them for insulation. So you find bottles in the most unusual places, but she told us what to look for in regards to foundation type looking of where to dig. She used to love to go out and dig. Have a good one, hon. I only have a couple more items left. I grabbed this because I just thought it was adorable. This is also from Jazzy Junk. It's a brass apple-shaped bell. 70, with Joanne 70. And it has a pretty sound. That's just $6.40 for the brass apple bell. So, $6.40 on the brass apple bell. And I saved, not necessarily the best for the last, but this was the first thing I pulled today. As soon as the vendor walked in with another one of these at this fantastic price, as we know, I have another little 1-quart aluminum milk pail for $8. So these went like hotcakes the last time. A person who bought one said she's seen them for a lot more online. This one actually has, this one's made in Germany, aluminum. So this one's even got some age to it. Again, just $8 for the little milk pail. This is what you would actually bring your milk in to work, or, you know, for your lunchbox to have throughout the day. And this guy's just $8. Made in Germany. It is aluminum. So this is the last item of the night. Let me know if anybody wants this. It's got a couple little dings in it, but this is old. I mean, you can even tell by the mark. And it's got the little applied metal handle. So please let me know if anybody wants the milk can. For just $8, made in Germany. After everybody's done loving on John, I can't speak, on Don. Milk can, $8. Everybody's saying goodnight to me, so I guess nobody wants this guy. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds for the milk can. All right, not seeing anybody else for the milk can. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Again, if you're watching this after 6:16, you're now watching the replay, you will need to direct message me. Why, thank you, Kim. Have a good night, everybody, and I will take the Pyrex measuring cup. Okay, I got Cynthia for the green measuring cup, the unusual green. Where did I put you? There you are. Okay. All right, everybody speak up now before I log off. I can't log off till I walk around to the other side. So as long as I'm on this side of the camera, you guys have me captive over here. So now's the time to cry if you want anything else. All right, that'll do it. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week on here.